We're adding to my safety kit just before I hit the road, and I am so excited about this. I've been needing a few things in my safety kit, and one of those things was a new solar light. So I guess it's time to dive in. Let's face it, you can never have too many items for safety, and I have things like jumper cables and treads for my van, and then I have things for my tires. But one of the things that I was kind of noticing that I didn't have currently is a safety lantern, something that could tell people, hey, I'm here, that stands alone, that's not attached to something else. I have something that kind of flashes that goes on my air pump. I have something that kind of flashes that's on one of my power stations, but I needed something that I could physically put out and indicate, hey, I'm here, just in case there's an issue. But also I could technically put this at my campsite too if I'm having any issues. So this is gonna be good. Now inside my van, I have this, which is my med kit, which has all of my different safety supplies for inside the van. And what I was thinking with this is that this could go inside the van, so it's easy to access and doesn't require me to hop up on the roof in case I need a lantern or in case I need something that can indicate I'm in an emergency state. So whenever I noticed that LuminAID had these awesome lamps, I was very interested, and then to my surprise, they reached out. I have been looking for one of these literally since I got back to my base camp, and I've looked all over the place, and most of the little inflatable lanterns that I found are just that. They're an inflatable lantern. They're not really something I could put in my safety kit. They would give me light, but they wouldn't necessarily indicate, hey, there's a problem. So LuminAID was one of the companies that just kept popping up and kept popping up. And so whenever they reached out, like last week, and said, hey, can we send you this? Would you like to test it? I was like, absolutely. Can I give a fair and honest review? And they said, yes, please do. And so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna give a fair and honest review, and then I'm gonna put this in my safety kit if it passes all the needs that I have. Now, I don't know how this is gonna work. It's literally still in the package that it came in. It's never been opened, and so this could go extremely well, and it could be exactly what I want, or it might not. But either way, we're about to find out, and I'm very, very happy about this. So according to this, it's a solar lantern and phone charger, and it has 300 lumens. It recharges a phone. It has a white and red color mode, and it also has a twist to inflate mode. So what I'm thinking is if this stays in the van, what I can do is while I'm driving, I can have it popped down and set it in my dash so it can charge while I'm going down the road, and then whenever I need it, I can just pop it out and use it. It looks like whenever it is on turbo, which is 300, it lasts 3 to 5 hours. If it's on high, which is 150, it lasts 8 to 10 hours. Medium is 75, 14 to 16 hours. And low, which is just going to be a very calm, not very bright light, it's going to last 72 to 100 hours. But if I need this as an SOS flash, it lasts up to 100 plus hours. That is exactly what I've been looking for. Obviously, I haven't encountered anything where I've needed to have indication that, hey, I'm right here, please help me. But at the same time, there have been some incidents where if I was in that scenario, I would have had to pop up on the roof, crawl down, grab a pump, it would have run off my battery, and it would have eventually run my battery down. So I really wanted to have an option that would not require me to do this. But I also wanted something small enough where if I go on a hike or something, I can throw it in my bag, and in case something happens to me, I can pop it out and indicate where I am. So all of these things are things that factored into me finding this brand initially. And so now that I have discovered this brand, I really have to test it out. I really have to see where this goes. Without further ado, it's time to open this. And I'm not exactly sure. Is it just a pull open? Yes. Okay, so inside of this, we pull it out all as one piece. And it has this little piece of cardboard, which is what was actually the bulkier item. I thought it was going to be a bit more bulky. And then this is the actual lantern right here. It has some instructions in the front, so I'm just going to set those to the side. Overall, it's a nice size. It's not anything too large. It's not anything too small. I would say this is a little less in length than my iPhone is. And so not too bad. It does have a little charging point right here on the front that it looks like there is a charger on one part and then a USB so that we can actually charge the phone off of it here. Now, a couple of other things that I'm noticing is it immediately says right here by the power button that there is a red and white setting, and I'm assuming whenever I turn this on there will be a light to indicate something. So we'll try that in just a moment. It also comes with a cord for charging, and it looks like it's a standard cord that goes with most devices, so that's not too bad either. There's a little strap on the top that comes off and allows you to pop it open for the inflation, and I think it goes up and turns whenever you do that. So we're going to open it and turn. Oh wow, it just sucks the air in, and then you cap it so you don't have to physically inflate it yourself, which is very different than some of the other lanterns that I've seen. And then I can take this, which is a strong handle, and I can put it together, and I can put it over like a limb. I could put it over my rear view mirror if I needed to. I could put it wherever I need to, basically, to make it seen or help me to be able to see. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and hold it from the bottom here and push the power button. Okay, there's the white right there. And then there's a lighter and lighter. And then the lightest, I believe. Oh, and then there's a flashing white. Okay. And then it goes off, and then we go back through that. Now let me see if I can figure out the red light setting. Oh, here it is. Instead of it lighting up next to the red and the white, what we do is we turn it on, and then we hit the red. There it is. That's more simple than I thought it would be. I thought you would have to click through all of the options to get it to go to the red, but in fact, you just turn it on and hit red, and there it is right there. So that's really handy and cool too. So now that I know it's that simple, even if I was in a pinch or a bind or not feeling well, or I'd hurt myself or something like that, it would be super easy to use this, because ultimately all it is open and turn on. The end. I don't have to put in any additional effort. And again, I can go through the different settings of red also, and it goes to a flashing red, which during the daylight probably isn't the brightest, but it does in fact get me some awareness, which is very nice. Now, if I wanted to go back to white, again, there's a little button right here, and I just am able to click the actual word white, and then it just instantly transfers back to that white. Now, if I hold down the button, does it do anything? Nope. You have to click through to get to the end, which is just right after the blinking setting. So that's good to note. Also, there is another section right here that actually allows you to activate the charging from this device. So if I were to click this little red button, it starts to light up here, and it indicates that I could, in fact, if something was plugged in, charge it from this. Future editing me. I just finally read the book. I was so excited about the item whenever I was out in the van earlier that I didn't get the book out, and I found some other impressive things. I need to show you this. Right here, it tells you how many things that you can charge and for how long. It says I could charge my smartphone on here, a headlamp, a digital camera, or a tablet, and then it gives you the charging output for those. That is so nice. Now, I'm really fascinated. This material feels very durable. It's like a plasticky feeling material, but it's a thicker plastic, so it feels much more sturdy than a lot of the lights that I'd looked at previous. Again, I like that you don't have to blow it up. You just kind of open the thing and then there it goes. But let's see if it's easy to take apart. So if I open the cap again, and then I'm supposed to twist. So let me figure this out. This is always the hard part. That was not hard at all. What? This is like, okay, so if I inflate it, as soon as I twist, instant, okay, nice and sturdy. When you cap it, it stays upright. I open it, and then I twist it, and then it bends into itself. You can see it bends in. What? Oh, this is cool. I can see why this was on Shark Tank now. I totally can see why this was on Shark Tank, because it's very efficient. so much more efficient than the other lights I've tried. I don't know how to stress that enough. And then it just wraps right back up like that. And then it's ready to go. Huh. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely going in the van. I don't think I need to look anymore. And I'm not just saying that again because they sent it to me. This thing is actually kind of impressive. And I'm not super easily impressed by stuff because I usually am very skeptical about items, but like the material feels good. The quality is nice. The solar panel is big enough that it can actually get some rays as opposed to some of them that are so small they take all day to charge. Wow. I'm just gonna kind of keep looking at this for a minute and just be in awe, I think. Huh. I definitely wasn't expecting that. Well, as I get out of the van and get finished up with a few tasks, there's only a few more days before I'll be heading out because Riley's going to be here really soon, and then we're hitting the road to some really cool stuff, and I'm very excited. But in the meantime, now I don't have to look around so much for something for my safety kit because I've already found it. Remember guys, whenever you're looking for hitting the road, it's just a lot easier if you come prepared for the scenarios that you might encounter. If you're going to be in a lot of sand, make sure you have some treads. If you're going to be in some snowy conditions, pack some snow chains. If you're going to be anywhere hiking or doing anything like that, pick up a safety light. It could indicate where you are and save your life. You never know. We never are over prepared when it comes to safety. In fact, the more things that you have to better equip you, you hope to never use them, but at the same time, you're happy that they're there. Remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. LuminAID just solved so much of my safety problems on the road, and now I just have to figure out where I'm going to put it in the van so it can be the easiest to access. Till next time guys, bye!